As we say each time we bring you Keeneland Magazine, it's a show that's not just about racing, but about a way of life that's unique to Central Kentucky. Stacey Ellison joins us now with the story of two Central Kentucky eateries where hungry racegoers can get their just desserts.
Lexington-born Stella Parks has traveled a long and winding road, a road that eventually led her back home to Lexington and to Table 310 as the pastry chef.
This is the sort of place where they just let the staff do their job. It's just have desserts ready for service, whatever that means, whatever that takes, and just the freedom to do the menus that I want and create the types of desserts that I'm interested in.
After high school, Parks went to New York City for culinary school and worked there whipping up sweet treats for the rich and famous. But then the burnout came.
I just needed to change of pace, so I kind of cashed out my savings and moved to Japan. I had some aspirations to be a translator someday, or maybe just work in a Japanese kitchen. They've got a really strong pastry tradition there.
But fate took her down yet another different path when on a trip home, she met her future husband.
That sort of curtailed my plans to run away and live abroad.
Now settled back in the bluegrass, Stella has found her niche, both personally and professionally.
You know, bourbon, buttermilk, sassafras, sorghum, all of these things are absolute indispensable part of my pantry. And yeah, I mean, I don't even think about that in some ways. I did an interview recently and someone was asking me about what kind of Kentucky desserts that I do. I don't know that any of the desserts themselves are Kentucky, but the ingredients certainly are.
And the culinary world is taking notice. Both Food and Wine magazine and the New York Times have recognized her talents.
Every dessert that I make, I want people to enjoy it and eat it and say, yes, that was interesting, or, oh, this is, a surprising flavor combination. But at the end of the day, I want them to think, I wish I could make this at home. I want to make this at home.
At Keeneland, another talented chef is delighting the crowds with sweet treats.
I started reading cookbooks as soon as I could read and just started baking. My dad said he can remember back to 5 years old burning Play-Doh in the oven, and I just have always had a passion for it, completely self-taught. I've never gone to school for it. It's been a passion all my life.
Carolyn McDonald at Keeneland has turned her passion into her profession, working year-round making these culinary concoctions that delight the crowds at Keeneland each and every year.
I bake the cookies for simulcast, I do everything for the parties, and everything is made from scratch. It's all home-baked.
The time around the meets are particularly busy.
It's a lot of bourbon balls. I make about 2,500 for the race meet. I go into a kind of a personal zone when I'm working like that, and I just really enjoy it.
That enjoyment, the true passion about the work, is what keeps patrons coming back to Keeneland and Table 310 time after time to enjoy these chefs' amazing, inspired desserts.